Hello viewer, welcome to the session of MS Excel Macro 2010. In this session, we are going to see what are the worksheet events in VBA, like activate, before double click, before right click, sheet activate, sheet change, deactivate, selection change. So like the events we have seen in previous session for workbook, so we are going to see now the worksheet event. So after this session, you will be able to write the code for worksheet events. First of all, we will go to the workbook. Now from here we will click on developer menu and then click on Visual Basic tab. Now we are placed into the Visual Basic editor. Now here our task is to see the worksheet events. Now you can see in the left panel in the VBA project the workbook objects are there. So these are the worksheet objects, sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3. So we will select any of the sheet editor. So like in this case, by default the sheet 1 editor is selected. So here as you can see the two drop down boxes, one is general, the another one is declaration. So by default the first drop down shows general and the second one as declaration. That means the procedure you need to define. So here we will click on the first drop down box. Now you can see the worksheet. So just select it, and by default worksheet selection change event is displayed in the editor when we selected worksheet. So here we will write some messages to see what is the worksheet selection change event. So first we will write the message box, and then this is trigger, this is triggering selection change event. Now we have written the code in worksheet selection change for sheet 1. Now we will go back to the sheet 1, and now you can see selection means what? You can see cell A1 is selected, but if we will select from cell A1, that means we will place our active selection from A1 to A2, we will get the message prompted. Now you can see this is triggering selection change event. So this way you can write a code as per your requirement while user clicks or while user changes the selection in the sheets, the active selection or the ranges. So you can do the task on selection change of the sheet. Now we will go to the Visual Basic editor. Now we will see the another selection change. So in the right side you can see in the drop down box selection change event is appearing. Now we will click on the drop down box and you can see the list of events available for sheet, like activate, before double click, before right click, calculate, change, deactivate, follow hyperlink, pivot table after value change, pivot table before allocate changes, pivot table before commit changes, pivot table before discard changes, pivot table change sync, and then pivot table update and the selection change which currently we saw. Now we will go with the another event. So just for example, just select the activate. Now you can see the procedure private sub worksheet activate and sub is displayed in editor window. So here also we will write some messages. MSG box I am worksheet activate event, or we can place some message like I am activated. Fair enough. Now we have placed the one message. When the sheet gets activated, the message will get displayed as I am activated. Now we will see. Just go to the Excel workbook. Now if we will select sheet 2, and again because the event is written in sheet 1 activate event, so once we click on sheet 1, now you can see the message displayed here is I'm activated. So this way we can write a code, write a task on the event of sheet activate. Now we will see the another one. So for selecting the another event of the worksheet, just click on the drop down of the event drop down box, and now this time we will select before double click. Now you can see another subroutine skeleton is appearing here. So in this skeleton we will put message box. You double click me. Now we will see, just go to the Excel workbook sheet 1. Now we are in sheet 1, just double click on anywhere and you can see the message says you double click me. So this is the message which we placed in the event before double click of worksheet sheet 1. Again we will go back to the Excel work VBA editor. Now we will select another event of worksheet from event drop down list, just click on it. Now we will take another one, so just take the before right click. Now we will place here the message right click is triggered. Now we will see, just go back to the Excel workbook. Now right click anywhere on any cell, and as I just click right click and I got the message I placed on in the event of right click of the worksheet sheet 1. So this way we can write a code, write a task on the event of right click for worksheet. Now we will go back to the Visual Basic editor and we will see the another event from drop down list. So this time we will see calculate. As we selected calculate, worksheet calculate, procedure is appearing here. So between private sub and end sub we will be writing a message. Calculation is being done. Now we have written the message calculation is being done in at the event worksheet calculate. Now we will go to the Excel workbook and see what is the calculate event. So like in this case I'm just typing some number 12, then 13. So before doing this calculation we will comment the other events, because every time we are changing the selection or clicking, the events messages are being displayed here. So first of all, just go back to the Visual Basic editor and just comment the messages written in every event prior to this. Now we will keep only one message, that is the calculate, not the calculate, but yeah, the calculate. Now we will go again to the Excel workbook, just delete it, just 12, 13, 14. Now we will just do the sum of it using the sum function of Excel and we will click it. Now you can see calculation is being done. That means if we are doing any calculation, we are placing any formula, then we will get the event fired for calculate of worksheet. So this way we saw what is the calculate event of worksheet. Go back to the Visual Basic editor. Now we will see the another event of worksheet. Just click on the drop down list of event. Now we will see change event. So change event, so prior to writing any message box, we will just comment the calculate event message. Now we will place something here, some message like MSG box, and then this is the test for change event of worksheet event. Now we will go to the Excel workbook in sheet 1. Now just if I'm making the selection change, nothing is happened. But if I'll type some new values here, like say 34, and click enter, you can see the message is displayed. This is the test for change event of worksheet events. So this way, if the values on the sheet 1 is getting changed, so we are getting the event fired as change event. So this way, this is the change event of the worksheet. If you delete any of the value here, again the change event will get fired. As you can see, the message is displayed here. This is the test for change event of worksheet events. Now we will see the deactivate event of worksheet. Just go to the Visual Basic editor and just click on the event drop down box, and from here just first we will see, now we have seen activate, now we will see deactivate. MSG box, and then I am deactivated. So we have placed the message I am deactivated while the sheet will be unselected. That is deactivate. That is the deactivate event. So we will just comment all other messages which are getting displayed on the event of the worksheet, the other events of the worksheet. Now only the deactivate event is active. So we will go into the Excel worksheet. Now you can see if I'll select sheet 2, the message is being displayed I am deactivated. That means we are losing the focus from sheet 1. So we are selecting sheet 1, and so the focus from sheet 1 is lost. So this way we have seen the deactivate events of worksheet. So this way user, we have seen the worksheet events like activate, before click, before right click, before double click, deactivate, change, calculate. So all these kinds of events are there in worksheet. So you can, rest of the events you can test by yourself. So this way we can write the programs, write the codes on the events of the worksheet. Thank you, viewer.